screwed in nice and tight. Okay, so I've got the rest of the model down, guys, which is getting very heavy now. Now what we want to do is attach the firewall. As you can see here, we've got a hole there which has got to have the steering column put through. So now, guys, what we've got to do is find the three ends of the brake hose, which we did a few weeks ago, which is down the side of that engine, and then you've got two little control arm anchor belt, which we did on the right side just. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. Today I'm building Dom's charger. See there, issue 27. It's a bit of a big one this week, guys. Basically, we put in the part we built the other week with the battery on the sills, like the outskirts of the engine bay. Basically, we're going to be building that, guys. Taking, as you can see, it's on the shelf here. We're going to be taking the wheels off so we can put the bay of the engine all in on this build. Now, guys, if you're not already, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, also comment down below and press that bell notification, guys, and you will get notified on your device whenever I put a video out. We've got a busy week this week, guys. Today we've got Dom's charger coming this week. We've got the Millennium Falcon, we've got the DB5, the James Bond DB5 from No Time to Die, and there's loads more also, guys, coming this week. So yeah, now's your time to subscribe, guys, and press that bell notification, and every time you can see them here, look, more mags and builds coming this week, guys, and every time I build them you'll get notified if you subscribe and press that bell notification. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on with Dom's charger from the Fast and Furious franchise. Let's do it. So yeah, guys, let's get straight into this. Here we have our parts for this week, and obviously the mag, issue 27. So I'll put the parts over there for 1 second while we take a look through this week's mag. You've got the characters, the actors, actresses in the Fast and Furious franchise, and obviously the cars as well, guys. A lot of good content I've not read yet, but I will read one day. And then we get straight in to what we've got in this week's issue. And what we're doing, guys, is attaching the engine hosing to the chassis. So yeah, it's going to be doing a lot of the front end today, guys. So let's just continue to look through this mag before we get into what we're doing. More information here for you to read, guys, between builds. There's a lot of good info in these magazines when you get them. I'm a bit sorry there isn't one for the DB5 really. I would have liked to mag with that, but as you know, as I've told you before, guys, on that build, it's all on the internet. No mags, the instructions are just on the internet, which I think that's the way we're probably going in the future. But yeah, back to this week's build then of Dom's charger. We've just got to get these parts out. And guys, here we have today's part. These are metal. So you've got 27A and 27B. So that's 27A, that's 27B. We've got some screws here, guys. I've got IM screws and NM screws. Yeah, NM screws. And then we've got all these little parts here also. We've got 27E, that's plastic. And we've got 27F here, that's also plastic. And we've got 27C and 27D, those are also plastic. And we've got a lot of screws this week, guys, and we've also got this little part here, which is 27G, and then we've got 27H just here. So what I'm going to do is organise this desk a bit, guys. Here's the other screws here, AM screws and CM screws. I'm going to organise the desk, the parts we've got, and we're going to crack on with this week's build of Dom's charger. So guys, yeah, you can see I've got all the parts here on the right hand side of the screen, and I brought the firewall and the side panels which we built a couple of issues ago. You got to take in mind, like last week was a back issue, fixing the steering on this Dom's charger, which is all done guys. Check that out in the playlist. Now what it's telling us to do is take 27E, which is this part here. This is plastic guys, and this has got to be sitting, basically if you get your firewall, it's going to be sitting just there like so. So you just got to line those holes up. If I just rest that on there like that, that is how that's going to go. And we've got to attach that with 2 CM screws. And then also this part of the build, we've got to take 27F, which is this part here. In fact, we'll do this now. You've got 2 little pins there. All you've got to do is push that onto the firewall panel like so. That's nice and easy. It's just push on, and that's all connected. So yeah, all I've got to do now is get 2 CM screws and attach the part I've just shown you, 27E. Got 27E guys, what you want to do is make sure you got this little pin upwards, so it goes in that hole there on the firewall, and then that will just line up nicely, just like that. And then you've got those 2 holes ready to apply your CM screws. So if I just line the CM screw up on this screwdriver, we'll get this attached. I'll use another one that might be a bit more magnetic than that one. There we go. Yeah, I'm still using the Ferrari screwdriver. That is up in the playlist, guys, if you want to check that out. It's a good build that was, but I couldn't finish it because they discontinued it. And off the top of my head, I can't remember how far I got with that, but it is a good build if you want to have a little look at that in case it comes back one day. And if it does, I'll definitely be building that, the Ferrari F40. I think if I get all my shelves done, I will still put that on the shelves, so you will see that. But check that out, guys, in the playlist. It's a good build that I wish I could have finished it, but what I did do with it, I enjoyed. But yeah, that's 27 and 27 parts connected. So you've got that piece there and that piece there, and that is instruction 1 all done. Now we'll move on to instruction 2. Now what it's asking us to do, guys, is take this lead from the battery terminal, and we've got to connect that to that little nipple there, what we've just put on to the firewall. So just carefully push that on, and that's gone on a lot easier than I thought it would do. That's how that looks. Brilliant. And then we're moving to instruction 3. What we're going to be doing now is we've got to turn this upside down, so we want it that way around to start off with, and we're going to be attaching now the reinforcement plates, which are these parts here. So you want to make sure you've got the right ones. If you look there, I don't know if it comes up on camera, you've got a R on that one and an L on that one. Now I presume if you look at your panels of your firewall, just not sure if you're going to see that now because it's all covered up. Yeah, we've got an L there. L, so that's the left one. So we obviously want the left reinforcement panel, and that's how that's going to look. And where we're going to put this, guys, is just on these little holes here, as you can see. So that'll just slide over there like so, and then we've got to attach those reinforcement panels with AM screws. So if I get the AM screws over, and then we're going to screw those 2 AM screws and attach the reinforcement plates onto the firewall. That's that one, man. Just be careful as you're holding your model, guys, at this stage. Don't damage anything underneath on the inside of this firewall, like the battery, etc. That's that one. Nice and tight. That's that one done. And then we're going to turn it around and do the same with this side. Again, attaching with 2 AM screws. So yeah, just make sure they're screwed in nice and tight. That's that one done. Yeah, and if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. But if not, guys, and you want more of this build, please subscribe. Feel free to subscribe and press that bell notification, and you'll get notified every time I put an issue up. I usually try and do this weekly, like all my builds, keep them consistent. Just make sure these are nice and tight on the other side. It's a bit awkward this side because you've got the battery on the inside. I don't want to damage the battery. But yeah, it's nice and tight. Now we're going to move to instruction 4, where we're going to put this on to the vehicle. I'm excited about this, guys. Okay, so I've got the rest of the model down, guys, which is getting very heavy now. Now what we want to do is attach the firewall. As you can see here, we've got a hole there which has got to have the steering column put through. I just don't want to trap any of these wires, etc. while I'm putting on. And on the chassis, you've got 4 holes on each corner, and these pins here on the firewall, one there, one there, one there, one there, are all going to go into those holes. So as you put it on, just make sure you don't catch any of your wires, but you've got to make sure you put that steering column through first, and then edge it forward over your arches, etc. Again, being careful not to catch anything. Once you get into the position, you'll be fine, but it's just getting it. There we go, just over. Okay, if we just take those ignition wires, and then that is near enough where we want it at. Just make sure you've got them all in the right corner. Look at that, guys, that look cool. Now it's forming and taking shape. There you go. So now you've got your firewall in position like so, and what we've got to do now is turn it over and screw that onto the chassis. So guys, I've turned the model upside down, and where we're going to be screwing, guys, is that hole, and that hole, and that hole, and we're going to be putting, let me just look, AM screws. So what you want to do, because you're screwing into metal, I'd recommend you put a bit of lubricant on them, a bit of oil or something, because you might have a few issues of trying to get these screws in. So if I just put those to the top left of the screen, now that's not got a lot of magneticity, yeah, is that a word? You know what I mean. Neither is that one. Tell you what, let's get to the Bond screwdriver. This is a newish screwdriver. A little bit of oil on, and then put it in this hole here. Get your bite, and then just what I'm going to do, guys, is just do a little bit of a thread of the screw at first, go all the way around, and then we'll tighten them up. That's the one, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry if you can't see the screen very good at the minute. I will show you what I've done in a sec. So yeah, 3rd AM screw. You're just basically screwing each corner of the firewall into the chassis. Just bear in mind though, guys, you're pushing on to the top of your engine, so just be careful. I should have put a mat down really or something, but just have that in mind as you're pushing down on the vehicle, on your model. Yeah, this thing is taking shape now though, I love it. Can't wait till this is built, to be fair. I don't want to wish my life away, but I cannot wait till this is built. I love the Fast and Furious franchise, and one day, guys, I would love to bring Brian's GTR to the channel. I suppose more subs I get. Hopefully one day get monetized. Who knows? But hey, guys, you know me, even if I'm not monetized, it'd be nice to, but I'll still bring it to the channel eventually. All these models you see now, guys, I'm paying for myself. yeah, funding for it all myself. I just do it as an hobby. And you coming along with me, guys, helps me be a bit happy, if that makes sense. Anyway, those are all in 4 AM screws. So I'm just going to make sure those are tightened off camera. I've tightened them as well as I can now. If I just quickly turn it over, look at that. It's massive, guys. Look how that looks. That is brilliant. I love that. So now the firewall is fitted to the model. So I'm going to just make sure those screws are tightened up before I go any further. And then when that's done, we'll move on to instruction 6. Right, so I'm happy with that, guys. I've checked all the screws because you do not want this falling apart when it's all built on your shelf or wherever you're going to be putting your model. But I've checked all 4 of those screws. They're all nice and tight now. Now what it's telling us to do is take the wire from the alternator just here, and what we've got to do, if I just get a screwdriver to show you where it's going, is apply it to what we connected earlier in the video on that little nipple there, which is going to probably be easier said than done. So what I'm going to do is get my tweezers, try it this way, and if not, I'll just have a go at doing it without the tweezers. Now if it goes on as easy as the other one did, we shouldn't have a problem. Right, we're on line. Is it going to go on? Let's try and move the tweezers. They're a bit stronger than those. A bit flimsy, those ones are. So yeah, just grab that. So you have to guide these, guys, because if they've been in a certain position, they're a bit laxy-daisy, if that makes sense, and they go all over the place. But if you take your time, once you're there, look like that, that's it. There we go. And there we have the alternator cable. What I'm going to do is just pull these blue ones because they look pretty cool and I want them on show. The alternator cable now from there is connected to those little nipples on that part we put on 27F earlier in the video. Now while we're sorting out wires for instruction 7, what it's telling us to do now is these wires here. What I want to do is pull these ignition wires back. So now, guys, what we've got to do is find the 3 ends of the brake hose, which we did a few weeks ago, which is down the side of that engine, and then you've got 2 little nipple parts there, as you can see. Nipples, I don't know if I'm calling them the right thing there, but 2 little plastic points where you've got to find them, the brake pipes, and then attach them, which is very, very fiddly, guys, because there's not a lot of play to get in. I think we've got that one on. So yeah, a couple of weeks ago when I did that issue and there was a lot of brake pipes just lingering about, that's why, because they've got to be put onto the power booster, the brake power booster reservoir. So you can see there, if you just look there, that's that one on. Now I've got to find the other brake pipe lingering down by the side of the engine to put on that little pin, plastic nipple, whatever you want to call it, guys. So I'm going to just have a look around. I think this might be the other one. Yeah, here's the other one, which is going to be easier said than done to get, but we've got it anyway. So if I just try and pull that through, but all these little details, guys, see that's come off now, I'll put that back on in a minute, is what make this build pop. So yeah, there's a lot of fiddly work going on here, but what I'm going to do is apply these brake pipes to the reservoir, put that ignition cable back on, and then we'll be all done. It's very fiddly. So I think if that one goes on, ain't got a lot of room to play with, that's the trouble. Yeah, that's on. This one's what's been a pain because it's got to go back over the top. So you try and put that on the second little plastic point we got. So yeah, I've got those 2 on, guys, and I'm just putting these blue ignition cables back on. And then I think those pieces are all done then. Concentrating here, guys. But yeah, as you can see, let me just get that to the camera for you. There you've got the brake booster reservoir. I don't know if it's coming out in the light there, but you've got 2 black wires, which are the brake pipes, gone onto the side of the brake booster, and then basically I've put these blue ignition cables back on to where they need to be. So that was a bit fiddly, I won't lie, but we got through it. So now, without hanging about guys, let's move on to instruction 8. Now what it's telling us to do guys is take the wheels off, which I'm always dubious about, to keep taking these wheels off because I worry they're going to not go back on as good as they are. But anyway, we've got to take the wheels off, so just be careful not to lose your washers, etc. So yeah, there's one wheel off, and what we're going to be doing is putting some little parts on the inside of these arches here. So if I just carefully bring this build around this way, I'm going to put it like that guys. Sorry if you can't see very good, but I don't want to damage the other side of the build. So put that down a sec. Take the caps off. So this is the left wheel. I'm going to keep the right that side and obviously the left this side, just so I know that's the side that we're on. So hopefully don't have any issues putting the wheels back on. That's because I'm scarred, that is, with the DeLorean. They were a nightmare to put on, but that was early days guys. These builds was early days when the DeLorean was out the first time round. I think things have got a lot better since then. But these don't want to come off, so let's have it back on like this. Pretty good that. So yeah, just taking this other wheel off. Carefully place that to the left. Just get the screw so I don't lose that. And what I'm going to do is move these wheels to one side, put the model on its side, and we'll crack on with putting the little pieces what need to go on. So what we're doing now guys, you need an NM screw. We're now applying this part here guys, which is metal, and this has got to go basically just in this hole here at the bottom. So if I just get the tweezers, pull that into position like so. So what you want to do guys is put this piece so it's basically, I'll show you in a second, I'm going to screw it in. You want it underneath. So yeah, what we've done here guys, if you can see just there by the brake line, we have attached 27/8, which is the anchor bolt, under the front right control arm, so it does lift up a little bit. Now what you have to make sure you've done and got when you put these on of the anchor bolt is basically you'll see here, like on this one here, it's like a little groove. Now if you've got the right one, it'll sit in to the arch there and fit nice and flush. It is a bit tricky, but it is doable obviously. Now what we're going to do while we've got the wheel off this side is now put 2 AM screws, which I think are just over here. So just get them out, and I'll just show you where we're going to put these guys. It's just reinforcing the arch now, this is, I think. So just put a bit of oil on there. Carefully just lift that up, and we're going to be applying the 2 AM screws into these 2 holes here. So that'll just make that nice and strong. So I've just started that one off, and we're doing this, and then we're going to do the same on the other side of the model, and then put the wheels back on, and that is going to be it for this week's issue. A bit fiddly at times guys, but we've got through it. So yeah, that's where you want those 2 AM screws, and then you've put there 27/8, which is the anchor bolt. And now what we're going to do is turn the model over and do exactly the same on the other side. And there you have guys, that other control arm anchor belt, which we did on the right side just. I've just made sure that's nice and tight, which I'll do again on camera now. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. And now, nearly there guys, we've just got to get 2 more AM screws gasket, put a bit of lubrication on them, a bit of oil, and then put those AM screws into those 2 holes just there. And then we're nearly done for another week, guys. Been a progressive one this has, we've done a lot today. And it's really taking shape now. I love it. So I'm just going to put these 2 screws in. And then when these 2 screws are nice and tight, attach the wheels back to this brilliant model. And then put it away for another week. I really do hope you're enjoying this build as much as me, guys. Keep coming back for more to see how this thing looks when it's fully built. Can't wait. But yeah, there's the 2 AM screws. That's the, as I said, the anchor bolt for the control arm. We did the right and the left one. Just hope you can see that. Yeah, you've got to make sure it's flush in there, guys, and it'll go under the control arm there. And now just got to put the wheels back on. Take the left wheel, guys. Got the screw and the washer inside. Going to apply that to the wheel, the brake disc on the model, and get this left wheel on it and the right wheel, and then we're all done. Just apply the cap on, the centre cap. You've got 2 little pins in there, guys, so you'll know which way to put that on. Of course, you as you build, you'll know what you're doing. Now I'm going to apply the right wheel. Just remember, guys, when you put the centre caps in, that you put those little pins in the right holes. Like so, let me just show you. So yeah, you've got little holes there. So just make sure you're in the right place. That's that one in. And that is both caps and both wheels back on, guys. And that's the firewall fitted with all the pipes, brake pipes, etc. It's looking pretty cool now, guys. And we've also got these 2 plastic little pieces spare for another issue. Guys, if you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, bell notification, not to miss out on any future builds. Give us a big thumbs up, I really appreciate that, and comment and share. See you in the next one. Peace. And that is it for today's build, guys. Dom's Charge from the Fast and Furious franchise. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want more, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, bell notification, not to miss out on any future builds and any future builds to do with this. And you'll get notified every time I put one up. Just a quick one as well, just to whet your fancy or whatever they say. The Titanic build also. This come the other day. Look at the size of that, guys. Massive. This build is getting massive with the Titanic, but that has got another 4 issues for the next 4 weeks, guys. And the parts what are coming through, they just seem to be getting bigger and bigger. And you can see here with the Star Wars figurine, that's just part of it. I've got the hull there. You've got a bit of the deck in there. I've got some of the Titanic over there, over it. It's everywhere. So if you're interested in that, oh, and there's some over there in the running machine. So if you're interested in the Titanic, that's a good reason to subscribe, guys. And just remember, when you subscribe, always press the bell notification and you'll never miss an episode of what I put up and never miss any of the models. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I do hope you enjoyed today's video of Dom's Charger. There'll be more next week, so come back for that. And just to let you know as well, I've got another 4 issues on order now coming to me. So I think I've got 2 left here ready to put out, and obviously another 4. So yeah, we've got 6 weeks more content of Dom's Charger, and then we're going to keep obviously carrying on getting that thing built. And I've got to get some new shelving here, guys, so I can put these builds behind me so you can see them while I'm doing other builds also. I mean, for example, this Dom's Charger, it's a 1.8 scale, so that don't do it justice on screen, but it's going to be massive and it would not fit on there. You can see the wheel hanging off here. Big build, guys. And the Titanic, that's another story. That's going to cover all this wall at this rate, the way we're going. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for your support. Love you lots. Thanks for all your subs, comments, likes, and all your shares. Keep it coming, guys. Keep subscribing to me, and hope I'm doing you justice and entertain you guys. But for now, that is it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys. See ya. Peace.